Welcome to Barbie's Beach House. That was horrible. I hope we ear raped you all.
I'm sorry.
With the power of Jesus. Last time some fucking bullshit happened, and we hate God. We love God. We're just gonna read. Chapter 3, dinner time.
Is there any author's note?
Yeah. Hello, friends. I've struggled a lot about whether or not to keep going with this story. But with a lot of praying, my husband and I decided it's the right thing to do. We want our little ones to have good Christian literature to read in this modern world. Sometimes that can be hard to come by, so I will just have to make do. Pleased to meet you, Reverend Dumbledore, Harry replied enthusiastically and got to his feet. Why was he on his knees?
Because they were praying, remember, and then they got teleported to Hogwarts.
Oh, yeah. This sure is a beautiful place you have here. The Reverend beamed. Why, thank you, little one. I'm fucking sick of them calling every child little one. That's gross and pedophile.
It sounds like he's going to take his long, bony finger and like,
shove it up his ass. Like, I'm scared. I'm terrified. The Reverend beamed. Why, thank you, little one. His voice had a distinctive southern twang to it that made Harry feel, the way I knew they were southern, that made Harry feel so safe and welcome. He knew in that moment that the Reverend was a man of God. So, because he's southern, he's a man of fuck you. Fuck you.
You know how seriously southern people usually take it, you know.
I know, they're like, ugh. This poor little one was being raised in a terrible situation, Hagrid declared concernedly. He was watched by a babysitter every second of the day. His aunt saw him as part of her perfect life package, like the big house, the fancy career, the speedy car. Dumbledore shook his head sadly. Too bad no one told her. Parenting should be about the children, not the parents. That's why it's called parenting. Hagrid nodded wisely. Dumbledore turned to Harry and announced authoritatively. Now, you can start your classes tomorrow morning. Today you can get settled into your dormitory. But first, why don't you eat dinner with my family and me? Really? Harry gasped excitedly. I've never had a family dinner before. Why don't you come with us then?
Do you think Snape is a fucking sinner? Or he can't be.
Imagine if he is. It'd be funny. He's like, Snape's a dirty little sinner. He touched his pee-pee. Touched his pee-pee. In the garden. In the pee-pee. Hagrid declared concernedly. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, really? Harry gasped excitedly. I've never had a family dinner before. Why don't you come with us then? Dumbledore cried kindly and then got down on his knees. Everyone else did the same thing. Raising his large and massive, manly hands up to the heavens, Dumbledore bellowed in a voice even louder than Hagrid's had been. Lord, please take us to the kitchen. Suddenly, take us to the kitchen. That's when we go to the church on Wednesdays.
You know what it's giving? Have you ever seen the movie Waiting?
Yes.
No bacon on the salad.
I love the one that the bitch has Tourette's and goes like, fuck shit, bitch. No, why is it us when we go over to the church sometimes on Wednesdays just to eat food? We're like, take us to the kitchen. Suddenly.
That is literally every time they have food, I just go over there, and then it's like, they're like, oh, I'm like, yes.
Okay, sing this shit with me. We gotta really...
I don't know what you're singing.
We're gonna sing, Lord, please take us to the kitchen. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Lord, please take us to the kitchen. That's what I imagine it sounded like. Suddenly, they all found themselves in a tasteful, decorated kitchen. I'm just imagining when it says tasteful. She's like, tasteful, conservative, decorated kitchen. Wow, Harry shouted in awe. He was still getting used to the power of prayer. Sometimes we take the wonderful things the Lord gives us for granted. It takes a newcomer to the fold for us to understand just how blessed we are. That was amazing. Listen here. We do not commit, what's the word? Fornication in this car.
No, I was asking Adam to feel my pimple. Because it's like right here.
Okay, so we're going to keep going. Wow, Harry shouted in awe. He was still getting used to the power of prayer. Sometimes we take the...
I imagine now that, like, you just say anything you want and it happens. He's like, Lord, please give me a thick mom.
Thick Latina mommy.
Like, and it just, boom.
Lord, take me to the abortion clinic. And he's like, now. And then he gets hit with lightning. He's like, we don't have abortions. Hagrid smiled no. Okay, we'll get there. Wow, Harry shouted on. He was still getting used to the power of prayer. Sometimes we take the wonderful things the Lord gives us for granted, and it takes a newcomer to the fold for us to understand just how blessed we are. That was amazing. Hagrid smiled knowingly. God is an amazing guy. He sure is. The Reverend's wife chuckled before getting down on her knees and raising her own hands up, Lord. Oh, fuck. She's about to pray for the fucking dinner menu. Get ready for this shit. Dear Lord, please set the table with sky blue cloth and the Sunday dishes. And please give us biscuits, fried golden brown, and gravy.
So technically they're wizards, but he's the one.
Yes. Imagine if Jesus being Voldemort. That'd be funny if he was. That would not happen.
Satan is Voldemort.
Satan is Voldemort, totally. Please give us biscuits, fried golden brown and gravy, creamy mashed potatoes, my great aunt Eleanor's corn casserole, corn on the cob slathered with butter.
That lazy bitch. She's asking him to do everything.
Make my aunt's food, corn on the cob slathered with butter, and for dessert, some chocolate raspberry cookies. All of these things appeared on the table exactly as the Reverend's wife had asked for them, masterfully prepared and delicious smelling. That moment when you're a Christian, so God makes your food for you. Harry's mouth dropped open. Truly, this one was a real Proverbs 31 wife. Hermione, the Reverend summoned loudly. Dinner time! Immediately and with cheerful obedience. An 11-year-old girl in a pretty pink dress with a matching bow came running down the stairs. I hope she trips and eats shit. She ran over to her father and gave him a winning smile that daughters have.
Yeah.
Welcome home, Daddy! She smiled and then turned to his wife. Can I help with dinner at all, Mommy? It is all prepared, thanks be to God, her mother retorted gracefully. Hermione nodded knowingly. Hermione, I would like you to meet Harry Potter, our newest student at Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. Dumbledore introduced magnanimously. Harry, I would like you to meet Hermione Granger, my beloved daughter. Okay, so this is different. Dumbledore, yeah. Pleased to meet you. Hermione responded sweetly, with a shy grin. Harry could barely respond. This was the most beautiful young woman he had ever come across. So different from all the girls in public school who were focused on trying to be like the career women they saw on The Sex and the City. This little one was the picture of innocence and godliness. Now, Dumbledore pronounced genially. I thought it said genitally. Let's eat. As the holy women...
I swear, if she's blonde...
As the holy men, women, and little ones dug into the delicious manna the Lord had granted them, the conversation amongst the adults turned to darker topics. Harry was 9/11.
What?
I guess the adults start talking about darker topics. I'm just imagining they're like 9/11.
That reminds you of the fucking
Family Guy sketch.
Yes, it's like 9/11.
They're like, woo! Harry listened intently, and he did not understand it, but he was very interested. Dark days are coming, Hagrid pronounced gravely around a mouthful of casserole. Ew. Evil forces are coming into this world, and the little ones at Hogwarts may be our last resort.
We're gonna fucking sacrifice them.
I was about to say, Psalm 127:5. Dumbledore referenced solemnly, and others around the table nodded knowingly. I hate this. They're gonna be like, cussing at someone, they're like, oh, Leviticus 74, and they're like, oh, you fucking whore. Hogwarts might be the last hope for the forces of good in this world. The last author's note for this one also says blessings. So now you get to read this fuck-ass chapter.
Okay, why do they keep spacing it? Anyway.
They're leaving room for Jesus.
Okay. Chapter 4, Dangerous Days Ahead. Author's note. Hello, friends. I apologize for being gone for so long. One of my little ones came down with pneumonia, so of course my life has been nothing but doctor's appointments and chicken soup that's on top of all the other work mommy has to do. I had nearly forgotten about this little story of mine when I sat down to catch up my email, and lo and behold, there were dozens of messages from this lovely site.
This makes me think of when you're reading a Wattpad story and the writer's always like, hey guys, I'm back. I just had a surgery. Like, they always have some crazy traumatic shit happen to them.
Yeah. All I can think about is the last one where it's like, I slipped my wrist, I'm back.
I slipped my wrists and listened to GC.
Okay.
And then imagine if in this book, she's like, I listened to GC. Jesus, that's not Great Christ Radio.
Okay. Now, of course, there were some hateful messages that made... Okay, I guess she's still talking up here. that made me very sad. For every review posted by an evolutionist with a bee in his bonnet, there were 3 lovely private messages from the other mommies out there thanking me for doing the Lord's work. Wow, I know when the Lord is telling me something, so here's another chapter for all you mommies out there and all you non-believers spreading hatred. Well, let's see if you aren't converted by the time this story's over.
I'm not.
Go fucking kill yourself.
No, literally!
Okay, when the delicious, filling dinner had ended, Harry had wiped some last tasty cookie crumbs from the side of his mouth. He was very full and very tired. Discovering the truth, being saved, and coming to Hogwarts had certainly been a long day for this little one. I don't like how they say little one. He's like fucking 12. Well, maybe he's younger in this one. But
he's like 11.
But like, isn't he like in the books, like when they first meet him, he's like 11 or 12?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's 10 actually.
Yeah, like that.
Anyway. But yeah, like he's way too fucking old for you to be calling him little one. Like he can do the fucking dishes.
Like he's not 5.
Yeah. Like he's not 3, you know?
Yeah.
You look like you could use a good night's sleep, the Reverend's wife commented daintily.
Ew.
How would you like to move into your dormitory? I would love to, Harry cried cheerfully. He was so excited to become a student here, and he was so grateful for the opportunities the Lord had given him. Sometimes people who have done without are the most grateful. Hermione, why don't you show our newest student to the dormitory? Dumbledore suggested wisely. I'd love to, Daddy.
Please kill yourself, Hermione.
Hermione replied obediently with an innocent, girlish smile and got to her feet and smoothed out the skirt of her becoming pink frock. Should I clean the kitchen first? I can take care of that tonight, the Reverend's wife answered indulgently.
So why did the Reverend not say that? And why did the wife say that? I don't like the picture this is painting.
And she was already beginning to clear the elegant porcelain dishes. Oh, she asked the Lord to make all the food, but then she has to fucking clean it?
Interesting.
Thank you, Mommy, Hermione shouted gratefully, and she walked over to Harry. Would you please come with me? Harry blushed shyly and got to his feet. His aunt had never taught him how to talk to pretty girls. She always said that pretty girls were shallow and not very smart, and that a real woman put her career first and didn't care about her looks. Damn.
So, I love how Aunt Petunia sounds like a decent fucking person in this. And is like, oh yeah, women need to put, like, their career first. Like, they don't need a fucking man. Fuck them. And then...
She also didn't care about what she looked like, but apparently that's bad.
I know, and they're like, Aunt Petunia was a filthy fucking liberal.
Yeah. But it only took one look at this godly young girl to realize just how wrong that was. A woman taking pride in her appearance is honoring the Lord. Because after all, it is the Lord who gave her such a pretty face and nice hair.
I fucking hate
Taking care of that is important. Harry got the feeling that Hermione was as beautiful on the inside as she was on the outside. I like how, like, he just immediately was like, you're beautiful on the outside, and it was like, I hope she's beautiful on the inside.
Like, pause, rewind, fast forward. What is going on? No, I imagine Harry's gonna be like, oh dear, the power of God is extending to other places. And then... And then Hermione's like, oh, dear Lord.
I'm pissed that the fact that they haven't revealed what her hair color was.
I'm waiting.
Because I'm almost 100% sure she's blonde. Okay? Because every other woman they've mentioned in this is fucking blonde. So, they always keep saying, like, she's wearing pink, and they never say something about... They just say nice hair. I'm like, what color is it?
Yeah, because it's blonde, bitch.
Yeah. The 2 little ones stepped out into the brisk, chilly night. For a few minutes, they were both silent. Harry did not think it was possible for this sweet, demure girl to be as nervous as he was. But going by the silence, perhaps she was a little nervous herself. After a few minutes, Hermione welcomed shyly. Welcome to Hogwarts. It is a wonderful place, and we are all really so glad to have you here.
I thought that was a different character name. I went to school with a girl named Shiley, so I was like, oh, she's in this.
Harry's face reddened as they crossed an expansive, flowery field. They were going in the direction of a cluster of imposing stone academic-looking buildings. Thank you, he muttered happily. It is beautiful, and it feels very holy. It is, Hermione commented enthusiastically, and her chocolate-colored, carefully curled tresses were bouncing along with her steps.
Okay, so she's not blonde at least.
So her hair is brown. Okay. My father is a very godly man, and to spread the word of the Lord is his greatest dream.
I thought it was going to be like, to spread the Lord, he spreads my mom's cheek.
I know, I wish it was like that. Anyway, truly, that is a noble dream, Harry responded gravely with wisdom beyond his few years. They walked for a few more minutes in silence. Eventually, they reached the end of the lovely green meadow. The boys' dormitory is this way, Hermione exposited deposited knowingly, and with the innocent, casual affection so often found in children, she grabbed Harry's hand as she led him around the edifice of classrooms. Harry was so nervous, he could not think of anything to say. His brain fumbled for the perfect Christian thing to say, but before he could even manage a word, Hermione came to a stop in front of a tall stone tower. "This is the boys' dormitory," the devout young woman explained kindly, and she gestured him to the heavy oak door beside them. "I would show you inside, but I would hate to cause a scandal." So, which, I mean, they do have that in the actual Harry Potter books. They're not supposed to.
But they're being like, "Oh, if I go in there, I'm gonna fucking explode.
If I go
I'm
in there,
gonna cause a scandal again.
No, if I go in there, I'm gonna get pregnant in 5 seconds."
If I go in there, I'm gonna get impregnated.
"I understand," Harry declared graciously. "Too many young men these days pressure young women to things undesired and forbidden. It is the mark of a true old-fashioned gentleman to respect the fact that every young woman is another man's future wife." I hate that. I hate that so much.
No.
I mean, technically, I'm going to be a wife, sort of.
But that's just assuming.
Just assuming. Like, I hate the fact that it's like every man should honor a woman that another woman is a man's future wife. You're like, why the fuck are you judging her just like thinking that she's a man's property someday?
That's
I don't
exactly
like that.
what I'm thinking of. It's like, women aren't just made for men, bitch.
Yeah. And we all know that it would be a dreadful, terrible sin to bring another man's wife into intimacy. Well, I mean, okay, cheating is bad, so I guess yes. But like,
yes, but the way you're saying it,
like,
fuck you.
Well, it's like, which I mean, yes, right? But also, like, if she's not married to that man, because you're just assuming that she's going to be another man's wife, then she's not married, then no one owns her anyway.
Yeah.
Why does modern culture suddenly treat that as okay simply because he does not have her yet? Ew! Sorry.
That was so... He doesn't have her yet. Ew!
So that means that she's not married.
So this bitch is, like, making this for her fucking kids. I think we need to remember that this whole time when she's saying this crazy shit.
Man's laws may permit it, but the laws of the Lord are not bound by time.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's why priests molest kids. Is because it's not bound by time, you fuckers.
I know.
I love how this is turning into, like, an angry podcast. We're like, fuck you, Christianity.
I hate to say it, I feel like the other one was better.
It was better than this bullshit. This is making me want to go slit my wrist and listen to GC.
This just pisses me off. Some of the shit in this just pisses me off. Okay, Hermione moved to push open the...
Her fucking license plate says Broadway. I'm sorry, I had to point it out.
I bet you she's a theater major. Anyway, opening the imposing large door, but she struggled with the knob. It was a quite heavy door, but Harry was a good, devout Christian now. He would not have a young, godly girl struggling to open a door, which he was perfectly capable of opening himself. Do you think Ron's going to be in this? Anyway.
Oh, that would be...
With the simple faith so often seen in little ones, Harry got down on his knees and lifted his hands skyward and shouted prayerfully, "Dear Lord, please open these doors and allow me to enter my new home." Why the fuck didn't he just grab the fucking doorknob?
Dear Lord, please DoorDash me some pizza.
like, I feel like they're abusing this a little too much.
They are. They're like, "Dear Lord, please go get me a Plan B."
She's teaching her children this, so I'm imagining that instead of just opening the fucking door, they're gonna be like, "Please open this door for me," and it's not gonna fucking open, obviously.
And they're like, "What the fuck, Mom?"
This is reminding me of that fucking SpongeBob episode where he's like trying to open the door and he's like, "Tuh, tuh," and there's I've done all I can do because it doesn't open.
And then the kid's like, "My mom taught me what to do. Open the door!"
And this is with a loud, thunderous boom that echoed throughout the expansive, beautiful campus. The doors crashed open. They just fucking broke. Harry stood up piously as Hermione's jaw dropped. Now she knew for certain this was truly a man of the Lord. No, but like literally, all I can think about is that she didn't like pray for it to open. She went to grab the fucking door and she couldn't get it open. And then he was like,
"This is like painting a lot of bad."
and then he said to himself that he should open the door because he's stronger than her. But then he's like, "You didn't even fucking try to open the door."
I'm just like, I'm very disgusted.
Do you think that like if he ever like has to open the door for a woman, he's like gets on his knees and just prays because he's not gonna open it himself?
Imagine he's like having to like. I'm trying to think of a funny instance. Just keep reading. I can't think of anything.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I went back a little bit, sorry. Harry was about to step inside when Hermione grabbed his arm. He blushed once more. Wait, Harry, Hermione uttered quickly. There's something you should know. What is it, Harry queried questioningly. My father says that dark times are coming. Hermione spoke worriedly. Sorry.
Brian wants this going. She can say some shit like that.
There was a man named Voldemort who wants to destroy all that we stand for. He is pushing an agenda in Congress which will stop us from practicing our faith freely.
So, is she not pushing an agenda by writing this? Fuck off, whatever your fucking name is.
To be fair, if you ever confront one of these people that write stuff like this, like, obviously you can tell what kind of person they are just reading this. Obviously, they would, like, think that you're the one that's, like, going against, like, they wouldn't think theirs is an agenda.
They wouldn't think
They would not think that their thing is an agenda. They would think that it's just the truth and facts. They wouldn't think it's, like, anyway.
They're the kind of people that would come to our campus to give us Bibles.
I did take one once and I scribbled on all the pages.
The only reason I do that is so I can collect them because they're mini and like they're kind of cute.
I know.
Like, I need to collect them all.
I would never read it. No, when I graduated high school, they gave us all Bibles.
That's fucking weird.
They literally did, and our names were engraved on it, and I was like, shit, I can't take this to Goodwill now. Because, I mean, like, my fucking name was engraved on it. But, like, it's this dumb thing. Okay, so I don't know if you had this. I don't know if you did or did not. Yours might have been different than mine. Mm-hmm. But there's, like, a thing right before graduation that you have, and they call it, like, a baccalaureate. Okay, well...
No.
Okay. I didn't know if you had it or not, because even if yours did do it, yours probably would have been different than mine,
mm-hmm.
right? So baccalaureate is like the Christian part of it, basically. And so we go to a church, someone gives a sermon and tells us, you know, like, oh, we're graduating high school, oh, you know, with the Lord, everything is possible, we're gonna, you know, move on with the next stage of our lives. It's basically that. And they gave us a bunch of Bibles, and, you know, they prayed to God, amen, and there was, like, a few speeches of it. But, yeah, so it was just one of those things where they basically give you a whole sermon, talk about how you're graduating high school, and you usually have two speakers, and the two speakers are generally two, what do they call them? Priests, basically. And they give you, like, this whole thing about, like, a speech, basically. And then what they did for us was they gave us a bunch of Bibles with our names on it. And then, like, we got to eat cake afterwards, basically. Like, there was a whole food thing after.
Yeah, no, we did nothing
like that.
But
the school threatened us that if we did not go to it, that we would not walk on the stage for
That's
graduation.
fucking insane.
No, literally, it's part of the rule. They might have changed. I doubt they have. But because basically a bunch of people, like, including some of me and my friends and other classmates, did want to go because they're not Christian. Like, they're like, they didn't feel like they should be there, kind of thing, because they're not Christian, right? Well, so the school threatened us that if we did not go, that we would not get to walk at graduation. Like, we would not
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so we had to go. It was required. I think they have maybe changed it, but I doubt that they have, because I think that one of our younger friends had to go, and he really did not want to go whatsoever, but they forced him to go or he would not walk.
That's so fucking
stupid.
stupid.
Anyway, sorry for that tangent, but that's, like, a whole thing. I hated it.
I feel like the part of this podcast would be just talking about our experiences, because it's very fitting.
Well, like, I felt bad because, like, I would totally give it, like, to Goodwill or, like, donate it, you know, to someone who really wants it. But, like, why did you have to engrave my name on it?
I know.
Because now I can't, like, gift it to someone else that has my name on it. You know?
Like that.
And, like, my mom, like, got all upset at me because I was like, you can have it if you want it. Like, I don't want it. And she was like, what do you mean you don't want it? And I was like, I don't want it. Like, I don't know what to do with it. I mean, you want me to throw it away? I know you don't want me to throw it in the trash. So, like, do you want it? You know? Or, like, yeah, it was, like, a whole thing. Anyway, I think she still has it or something.
Oh, God. Hey, Harry, there's something you should... Oh, yeah, we already got that far.
But that is what our founding fathers built this nation for, Harry cried indignantly. The freedom of religion, which is true.
But
I agree with that part. The freedom of religion, but also, if I don't have a religion, then I should be able to practice that freely as well.
Yes, exactly.
So,
like,
I mean...
They fucking want things to apply until it doesn't apply to them.
You know what I think of all the time that I think is kind of crazy? Okay, so you know, like, one of the things, like, the founding fathers was, like, freedom of religion, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if you don't even believe in a religion at all, does that even apply to you?
I know.
Because it's, like, it's not a religion that you even believe in. It's, like, not even anything close to that. Or that you just don't have a religion at all.
Yeah,
anyway.
It's so weird.
Anyway. So, okay. Voldemort doesn't care, Hermione remarked sadly, and she shook her head, and he is gaining power. The freedom of Christians to practice our faith is disappearing by the day. Soon it will be like it was in Rome. Lovely ladylike tears began to roll down her delicate, terrified face.
I don't fucking like the way they're describing this. Lovely ladylike.
And I don't like lions. I don't know what that means.
What?
It says terrified face, and I don't like lions. I don't know what that means.
Okay, well, Hermione needs to kill herself.
It will be alright, Harry reassured manfully. I hate that.
It'll be alright, Hermione.
We will just need to pray really, really hard. That's why we're here, after all. You're so brave, Hermione pronounced admiringly, and she wiped the tears from her eyes. She flung her arms around Harry's neck.
And she's like...
Thank you for giving me courage. Harry patted her head.
He's like, there.
Before departing and entering his new home, it wasn't until the doors had closed behind him that he realized he did not know where he was supposed to sleep. The tower consisted of an old stone staircase winding up the steep, sacred walls, and there were doors leading into each bedroom off of the stairway corridor. Harry felt very lost for a moment, but a quick prayer showed him the way. As he collapsed into his bed, very tired from such an eventful day, he thought about the days that were coming. It was truly a good thing that the Lord had called him when he did. That's the end of that chapter.
Ew. I hate Hermione. I hate Harry. I hate everybody.
Should this be like the end of this, I think?
Yeah, it's going to be the end of this episode.
Yeah.
So we're going to go worship Satan.
I'm still confused what lions means. Like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I feel like it's some stupid ass religious thing of like lions are going to fall to your ass or something. Something stupid.
I don't speak that.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna go.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.